Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Deep Dive Knowledge Talk. Hello. I'd love to discuss the fascinating research you've conducted on long-form factuality in large language models. To begin, could you please explain the process of creating the LongFact prompt set and its significance in benchmarking a model's long-form factuality?
Of course. To create the LongFact prompt set, we manually selected 38 broad topics that cover a wide range of long-form factuality. Then we asked the GPT-4 model to generate questions about specific and niche concepts or objects within each topic. We did this to ensure that the questions required long-form responses with specific details like numbers, names, and dates. The significance of this process in benchmarking a model's long-form factuality lies in its ability to test the model's capacity to provide detailed and accurate information across diverse topics. By creating prompts that demand in-depth responses, we can evaluate how well the model can handle a wide range of factual information. This helps us understand the model's strengths and areas for improvement in conveying accurate and detailed knowledge.
That's a comprehensive approach to creating the LongFact prompt set. It's interesting to see how the specific and niche concepts within each topic were used to test the model's ability to provide detailed and accurate information. Moving on, could you elaborate on the Search-Augmented Factuality Evaluator, SAFE method, and how it utilizes a multi-step reasoning process to evaluate the accuracy of individual facts in a long-form response?
The Search-Augmented Factuality Evaluator, SAFE method, uses a multi-step process to evaluate the accuracy of individual facts in a long-form response. It leverages a language model to issue Google search queries and reason with the search results. First, the long-form response is split into individual self-contained facts by prompting the language model to do so. Then, each individual fact is revised to be self-contained by replacing vague references with specific entities. After this, the language model reasons about whether each fact is relevant to answering the prompt in the context of the response. Finally, each relevant fact is rated as supported or not supported through a multi-step approach. This process helps to ensure that the accuracy of individual facts is evaluated thoroughly.
That's a fascinating process for evaluating the accuracy of individual facts within a long-form response. It's interesting to see how the language model reasons with the search results to determine the relevance and support for each fact. Now, I'm curious about the extension of the F1 score as an aggregated metric for long-form factuality. How does this extension balance precision and recall to measure the percentage of supported facts in a response relative to a user's preferred response length?
The factual precision score, which is an extension of the F1 score, balances precision and recall to measure the percentage of supported facts in a response relative to a user's preferred response length. It takes into account both the accuracy of the supported facts provided in the response, precision, and the comprehensiveness of the facts presented in relation to the preferred length, recall. This means it evaluates how much of the relevant information is included in the response, while also ensuring that the included information is accurate. So it's like making sure you have both the right ingredients for a recipe and that you have enough of them to make a delicious dish.
That's a great analogy. The factual precision score's ability to balance precision and recall to measure the accuracy and comprehensiveness of long-form responses is crucial for evaluating the overall factuality of the model's outputs. It seems like a comprehensive approach to considering both the accuracy and quantity of supported facts within the context of a user's preferred response length. Moving on to the empirical demonstration of the SAFE method. Could you share insights on how the language models performed in comparison to human annotators? Additionally, how does the cost-effectiveness of SAFE make it a compelling approach for evaluating long-form factuality?
The cost-effectiveness of the SAFE method makes it a compelling approach for evaluating long-form factuality because it uses Google search to verify facts, which is like having a magical encyclopedia that can answer any question. This means that the SAFE method doesn't require a lot of resources or money to fact-check information. It's like being able to find out if something is true or not, by just asking a very knowledgeable friend, instead of having to spend a lot of time and money on research. This makes the SAFE method a practical and efficient way to evaluate the accuracy of information in long-form responses.
The cost-effectiveness and practicality of using Google Search as a resource for fact-checking within the SAFE method certainly make it an efficient approach to evaluating the accuracy of information in long-form responses. It's akin to having a knowledgeable friend at your disposal, which reduces the need for extensive resources or funding. This aspect makes the SAFE method a scalable and practical solution for evaluating long-form factuality. Lastly, I'd love to hear more about the benchmarking of 13 language models on LongFact. Could you provide insights into the performance of these models across the 4 model families and how they fared in terms of long-form factuality?
The 13 language models were benchmarked on LongFact objects and were divided into 4 model families: GPT-4 Turbo, Claude 3 Opus, LongIT, and Palm 2 LIT RLHF. According to the study, the performance of these models varied depending on the scaling factor. In general, scaling the large language models for some scaling factor increased long-form factuality. The study evaluated model responses using factual precision, which is a metric used to measure the factual precision of the responses. Based on this evaluation, it was found that the models had varying performance in terms of long-form factuality, with some models performing better at different scaling factors.
Thank you for sharing your insights on the study's findings regarding the varying performance of the language models across different scaling factors. It's fascinating to see how scaling impacted long-form factuality, and the use of factual precision as a metric for evaluating factual precision provided valuable insights into the model's performance. This sheds light on the nuanced relationship between model scaling and long-form factuality, providing a deeper understanding of the study's results.